Right, you lot, look, just a quick video now, just a quick one. I want to explain chokes. And do you need to use them? Does it matter if you use it? Does it matter if you don't use it? You know, all these questions that people have got, and I just think, bloody hell, let's put them right. So, the choke. On these ones, you can get chokeless carbs. Fantastic. If you want to run a chokeless carb, brilliant, you go for it. I can't see a reason to spend any more money than is necessary, so the one that's on it is perfectly fine. Now if you've got a choke that is on, and that would be off. Now off means the choke is not active. That means that the airflow is straight through. On these, I was going to take that off, but I thought it's not necessary to take it off. I can just explain exactly how it works. So if you can imagine that this is like a valve, this choke here, and there's a flap, a butterfly in the carburetor. You push it down and it goes like that, and it stops the air going in to the engine. But there'll be a little hole, sometimes at the top, sometimes in the middle, sometimes at the bottom or the edges. Just a small hole there will be, and that allows enough air in for the engine to run. Some carburetors have a bypass, so the choke closes the intake off completely, but there's a little bypass on the inside, on the inner part there, to let enough air through. And then you turn it off and it's fully open and you're ready to rock and roll. Now what a choke actually does is it does exactly what it says. It chokes the engine, so it stops most of the airflow going into the engine, therefore choking it of air, which means more fuel is going to be going into the engine and less air, which is good for starting a cold engine. The thing is, you only need it if your engine is actually cold. If your engine is warm, or the temperature outside is warm enough, you can start your engine without the choke and it won't do any damage. A lot of you have said, you start your engine without the choke, you're going to do some damage. Well, that's bollocks, because you won't. There's no damage going to be caused by not using a choke in any way. A lot of the time you'll find in the summer you'll be able to just leave it. You don't even need to worry about touching it. Just prime it up a couple of times. You've got your fuel going in, or going that way, and then just pull it and it'll start. I mean, this one always starts in, it's been, what the temperature the other day when I went out in the morning, I think it was something like 3 or 4 degrees in the morning, and it started up on the first pull without any choke and it ran absolutely fine. The choke doesn't actually do anything to the engine. All it does is provide a richer mixture, which will combust easier in colder temperatures. A leaner mixture will take a warmer temperature in order to combust. So all you're doing by putting the choke on is making your engine run richer. That's, in basic terms, that's what you're doing. And you know, a lot of people, they're very finicky about putting the choke on, pulling the pull start until you hear it fire once, putting the choke off and then pulling it and it'll be fine. You can do that if you want to, but it won't matter whether you use the choke or not. That's something I must stress, because some people panic. I've seen a few people panic. They forget to put the choke on and they're pulling away at it and it won't start, because that engine didn't particularly want to start without a choke. But then they start panicking, oh no, I've done some damage, I haven't put the choke on. There's no damage going to be done by not putting the choke on. I can't stress that enough. All it is, it literally just blocks some of the air so that it can start easier, and then when it's running you just turn it back off and you can have a happy life and enjoy yourself. That is as simple as that. So do you need to use the choke on your petrol RC car? No. Use it if you need to. If you want to, you could leave it off, pull the pull start a few times. If it won't start, put the choke on and see if it'll start. It probably will. If you want to, you can use the choke every single time you start it. You can use it when you start it from cold. You can use it when you start it from when it's hot. It won't make any difference. It might not want to run particularly well with the choke on when the engine's hot. It might not even start, but sometimes, or most of the time, they will start. They'll just run really badly because there's not enough air But it doesn't matter, the choke will not cause any damage. So how to use a choke, I hope that's helped you lot. The ones with chokeless carbs, they obviously don't have a choke, and you just prime them up. Really, these ones, they don't need a choke because you prime them. They don't need a choke anyway. These will normally start 99% of the time without a choke. I mean, I've never used a choke on this one. I used it once when it came out of the box. The first ever start I used it because I wanted to see what it was going to do, how it would run with the choke and how it would start. But then after that, I've never turned it on after that. Turning it on now is the first time I've done it. But then if it doesn't start, just turn it on. It's very simple. So I hope that helps some of you lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Loads more videos. If you want to know how to clean your spark plug, there's a video for that already up. If you want to know anything else, pull starts, points, exhausts, they're all going to be coming soon. I'll catch you lot later on.